Now we're all in America, and we're all searching. We're all seeking a sacred connection, and we want to know how can we connect? How can we deconstruct the metaphysics and myths that we were taught either in school or we just learned, and whether that's the self or the ego or even the myth of anthropocentric supremacy, like we teach ourselves that we're the apex of creation, and that's just not how. That's not how I was taught. That's not how my people view things.
What is the way that your people view things?
We're the human beings are the youngest of creation, of God's children. We were the last, and we have to learn everything of how to have divine order and how to have a civilized way. We learn that from the older beings, the older relatives, the four-legged beings, the winged beings. Our prophet, or not, I wouldn't say, I don't know about prophet, that might not be the right word, but there was a woman who brought our people the sacred pipe, which was at the sweat lodge, at the Oinikaga, the Inipi. And these are complex, very powerful ceremonies that we still have, that are our sustenance and provide a way to salvation and deliverance. But even in our metaphysics, the mind, which is the seat of reason and free will and self-determination, very, very powerful. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to downgrade it, but the mind is the lowest on the totem pole in our system of cosmological order. Mm-hmm. It's still very, very powerful.
Yeah.
But in our way, we're the youngest and the smallest and the most humble, I should say.
Would you say, and it seems to me, obviously I've been steeped in the medicine lineages of many different cultures and many different medicines, and it would probably extend back to, the rock nations, the water nations, like the rock and water and fire beings, and the elementals are probably like our oldest relatives. And then even older than that are the old, cosmological divine relatives, the origin, the source relatives of where we are. And then it moves into the life and into life and those relatives. But it's actually it's kind of a beautiful way to look at it as, we're actually the youngest and then going back to the oldest. And one of the things that really struck me that I'd never heard is you spoke of a deity, of a being that was prior to Wakantaka, and that being was Eon.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that origin story of like the divine creation.
Well, Wakantanka is all of those, and it's one of those things that's almost beyond naming. It's beyond that. It's on a different, transcendence. But we do have creation knowledge, and it starts when there was a time of, in the English language, just called darkness, but in our language, it's called Ha. So, like when we talk about the moon, it's Hawi. It's the sun of the night, of the dark. But darkness, a lot of people think darkness is like nothing, right? But it's definitely not nothing. Now I think of dark matter and dark energy.
Yeah, like the pregnant void of all creation.
That's right. Yes, sir. Like it's there. And so at that time, in our knowledge, there was this primordial spirit, a god, a deity, and its name is Iya.